Now, I saw a story earlier today, which I actually thought it was kind of cute. And I don't think it's true. I'm pretty sure it's not true. But what it said was that Vice President JD Vance divorces his current wife and gets married to Erica Kirk. And, the funny thing about that, when I look at JD Vance, Erica Kirk actually is more suitable for him than his current wife. So, well, but I thought it was kind of funny though, because JD Vance kind of has a tiny similar resemblance to Charlie Kirk. Now, I thought that about JD Vance when I first saw him. He had a tiny resemblance to Governor Ron DeSantis, and which I thought was interesting. And then to find out that both of them were in the military, Governor Ron DeSantis and JD Vance was in the military. And if JD Vance is married to his wife, I hope things are happy. Because I'm thinking that article about JD Vance divorcing his wife and getting married to Erica Kirk is probably I think some people would probably call it brain rot, maybe. Something posted that's not true, or it could be a projection, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's possible that he's not happy with his wife. I don't know. Sometimes it kind of seems that way, and there's other people who have more insight to it, people who are surrounding him. That the same would be true with people who are surrounding the president. They would have more insight to things than I do. So it's really probably, I'm going to talk about it because it went out in the media, and I found that to be a fascinating story, that JD Vance divorces his wife and gets married to Erica Kirk. Someone else is thinking very similar to how I think, and they're seeing things very, very similar to how I see things. And I'm not completely convinced that it's all artificial intelligence. I think there's another force that's there with it who's seeing some similar things that I see, and I wouldn't necessarily call it, it's kind of, is it harmless? If someone says something about someone's marriage, it's like, well, like everyone says, they have a right to have their opinion about it. That doesn't make it true. You have a right to have an opinion about it. That just doesn't make it true, But maybe other people have insight, and here we are talking about it. I know I am right now because I found it fascinating.